You do it every morning without thinking. You reach for your toothbrush, squeeze out some paste, and spend 2 minutes cleaning your teeth. It is so automatic that you probably cannot remember the last time you actually thought about it. But here is a question almost no one asks. What did humans do before any of that existed? Before toothbrushes, before toothpaste, before dentists, before any of the tools you depend on every single day, how did ancient humans keep their teeth from falling out of their heads? The answer is stranger, more ingenious, and more surprising than you probably expect. Let us start about 100,000 years ago. No stores, no products, no instructions, just a human, their teeth, and whatever the natural world had to offer. And the first thing ancient humans reached for was something growing right in front of them. A stick, not just any stick. Specific sticks from specific trees. The most famous of these is Salvadora persica, commonly called the toothbrush tree. When you fray the end of a twig from this tree, the fibers splay out into something that functions remarkably like the bristles on a modern toothbrush. Ancient humans chewed the end until it softened, then rubbed it against their teeth and gums. These are called chew sticks, and they are not just a historical curiosity. They are still used today across parts of Africa, the Middle East, and South Asia. The World Health Organization has actually studied them and found that when used correctly, they are genuinely effective at reducing plaque and bacteria. So the toothbrush is not a modern invention. It is a 100,000-year-old invention. We just changed the material, but chew sticks were only part of the picture. Ancient humans also used abrasives. Think of abrasives as the ancient equivalent of toothpaste. Ground-up chalk, crushed charcoal, salt, ash, even powdered animal bones mixed with water. These substances were rubbed directly onto the teeth to scrub away debris and bacteria. Some of these materials, particularly charcoal and salt, have genuine antibacterial properties. Others worked simply through friction. Was it as effective as modern toothpaste with fluoride? No, but it was far better than nothing. Then there were toothpicks. Archaeological evidence of deliberate toothpick use goes back over 100,000 years. Grooves worn between teeth in prehistoric skulls show the clear signs of something being worked back and forth to dislodge food. Early toothpicks were made from bone, thorn, or thin slivers of wood. Different materials, same instinct. Get the food out from between the teeth, prevent the rot. Here is where the story gets genuinely surprising. For all the things ancient humans lacked, they had one enormous dental advantage over modern humans: their diet. Ancient hunter-gatherers ate almost no refined sugar, no processed carbohydrates, no bread made from finely milled grain, no sweets, no soft drinks. The bacteria in your mouth that cause cavities, primarily Streptococcus mutans, feed on sugar and produce acid as a byproduct. That acid is what dissolves tooth enamel and creates decay. Without a steady supply of sugar, those bacteria had very little to work with. The result is visible in the archaeological record. Paleoanthropologists studying prehistoric human skulls consistently find low rates of cavities compared to what we see in modern populations. Some ancient skulls show almost none at all. The teeth are worn down from chewing tough, fibrous food. They may have cracks from biting hard objects, but the specific pattern of decay caused by sugar and processed carbohydrates is largely absent. And then farming happened. Around 10,000 years ago, humans began growing grain. Wheat, barley, corn. Grains are high in fermentable carbohydrates, and when those carbohydrates sit in your mouth, The same bacteria that were previously starved suddenly have an unlimited food supply. The archaeological record shows a dramatic and sharp increase in cavities at exactly this point in history. The transition from hunter-gatherer to agricultural society is written directly into ancient teeth. It is one of the most clearly documented shifts in human health history. The irony is striking. Agriculture gave humans more food security, larger populations, the foundation for civilization, and it also gave them worse teeth than their ancestors had ever experienced. So what does all of this mean? It means that oral hygiene is not a modern concern. The instinct to clean your teeth, to pick out debris, to scrub away what does not belong, is ancient. It is as old as human consciousness. Our ancestors did not have fluoride or electric toothbrushes or dental x-rays, but they had chew sticks from trees that actually worked. They had abrasive powders made from the materials around them. They had toothpicks carved from bone. And most importantly, they had a diet that gave tooth decay almost nothing to feed on.